Welcome back, everybody, to the Royals franchise, where today we will get to some scouting, but we'll start the episode by taking on the Minnesota Twins and wrapping up the opening series of the season. We have a chance to win the series, and are going to turn to Ryan Yarbrough to try and get that done. He was not the best last year for the Rays, but I hope he could bounce back and have a good year for us. We are still tied at 0 as both starting pitchers are cruising along. But Yarbrough in the top of the fourth is going to walk Carlos Correa to lead off the inning. With one away, Jorge Polanco up at the plate. He is going to watch a ball in the dirt, and on that ball in the dirt, Correa will take off and take second base. So a runner in scoring position for Polanco. He is going to chase the cut fastball inside for strike number 3. And Yarbrough a chance to get around that leadoff walk and get out of the inning. Is facing Kyle Farmer, who's going to ground one right to Bobby Witt Jr. And Yarbrough is able to get out of that mini jam he put himself in. Salvador Perez, leading off the bottom of the fourth, is going to crush one to center field. And there is no doubt about it, that is out of here. A solo shot for Salvador Perez. And that home run went 455 feet. It is the longest home run for the Royals since Raul Mondesi Jr. hit one 464 feet against the Red Sox on June 18th in 2021. A 1-0 lead for us as we head to the top of the 6th. Yarbrough still out there, but he's going to get crushed by Michael A. Taylor. The former Royal is going to send one out of here. And just like that, we are tied at 1. And that's going to knock Yarbrough out of the game. So into the game comes Josh Stamets. He's going to give up some solid contact to Carlos Correa down the right field line. And that's going to roll all the way to the wall. This is going to end up being a stand-up one-out double for Carlos Correa. A runner in scoring position for Byron Buxton. And he'll strike out a fastball inside. And be out number 2. Can Josh Stamets get out of this mini jam? 2 on for Kyle Farmer. He'll bloop one to right field. It's going to get down. It'll be a single. A throw from the right fielder. Eaton is going to be not in time. It'll be an RBI single for Kyle Farmer, making it 2-1 and giving the Twins the lead. And this is going to be another bloop single for the Twins, it looks like. And that's going to drive in another run. Ryan Jeffers coming through, making it 3-1. Now 2 on for Jose Miranda. He'll chase a curveball in the dirt for strike number 3. And Josh Stamets does get out of the inning, but we are now down 3-1. Can we come back and win this one? Down 5-1 in the bottom of the 7th. Vinny Pasquantino is going to watch ball 4 inside and draw a leadoff walk. A chance for Franmil Reyes to do something. He's going to hit one to right center. Is that going to be able to split the outfielders? It is. It's going to get down and be extra bases for Franmil Reyes. And he is going to round second and stop there with an RBI double. They get it 5-2. Still nobody out in the inning. Edward Olivares up with Reyes at second. He's going to hit one to right field, and it's going to bloop in. Olivares is going to head for second base. The throw is going to be just not in time. It'll be a hustle double for Olivares, making it 5-3 in the bottom of the 7th. 2 away and 2 on for Bobby Witt Jr. He's going to crush one to left field. It is carrying it back at the warning track, but it's going to end up getting caught. And that's going to end the rally, and we would go on to lose this one 5-3 and lose the opening series to the Twins. The win goes to Sonny Gray, the loss to Josh Stamets, and the save to Duran. Ryan Yarbrough may have only given up a single run and 2 hits, but he also walked 5 people. And as a team, we walked 7. You're not going to win a lot of baseball games when you walk that many. It's finally time to talk about the way that we want to build this roster up. So the Royals play in a very pitcher-friendly ballpark, but even if they didn't, I would still want to focus on starting pitching because I believe starting pitching is the most important thing to a team's success. So we're going to focus on scouting starting pitchers in the international region, and we're also going to try and discover some outfielders in the central region. The third priority we have is Alonso Quintana, who has a huge gap in his potential. It could either be 95 or 61 or anywhere in between. He's an 18-year-old out of Mexico who just looks like he could be an interesting prospect. So that's going to be all for the first round of scouting. Obviously not much to talk about in the first couple of rounds because we just don't know very much about any of the players yet. We are going to jump into the final game of the series against the Blue Jays. Despite us only having 1 run scored in our last 2 games, we actually have a chance to win the series against the Blue Jays. The starting pitcher for us today is Brady Singer. And a 2-1 count. Espinal is going to lead off the game with a single to right field. Kevin Kiermaier in an 0-2 count. He'll hit one on the ground to the right side, and Lopez is going to boot the ball. And that's going to end up being an infield single for Kevin Kiermaier. I would have called that an error, but whatever. 2 on and nobody out for Bo Bichette. He'll crush one to left field, and the runners are taken off, so it's going to get down in a one-hop off of the wall. And this is going to end up being a 2 RBI stand-up double for Bo Bichette. Now runners at the corners for Danny Jansen. He'll hit one to right center, and that one's going to get down as well. Another ball, one-hopping off the wall, and this is going to be a stand-up double for Danny Jansen. And he is going to drive in 2 runs of his own, making it 4-0 with still nobody out in the inning. Brandon Belt's up in an 0-0 count. He's going to hit one on the ground to Lopez, who is able to make the play this time and get the first out of the inning. 2 on and 1 away for Biggio. He's going to line one up the middle for a base hit. It'll be an RBI single for Biggio, and we are down 5-0. That's going to end Brady Singer's day. He couldn't even make it out of the first inning, so it's going to be a bullpen game for us the rest of the way. Josh Taylor, can he get us out of the top of the first? He's going to strike out Nathan Lukes, looking for the second out of the inning. The base is loaded for Kiermaier, and he'll go down, check swinging on the fastball inside for strike number 3, and we are able to finally get out of the top of the first. The starting pitcher for the Blue Jays in this one is Kevin Gausman, who may have lost his first start of the year, but he pitched pretty well in it. A look at the lineup that we are sending out to face him. No Salvador Perez today. He is getting an off day. MJ Melendez at catcher. In that 2-spot, batting is going to go down looking at the circle change for strike 3. Now Edward Olivares in an 0-2 count. He'll strike out swinging at a fastball up out of the zone. Into the bottom of the second, Franmil Reyes up, and he's going to strike out on a slider, so 3 straight strikeouts for Kevin Gausman. Michael Massey is going to make it 4 straight strikeouts. He'll go down swinging. Can Hunter Dozier end the strikeout streak? He can. He'll stop it at 4 and draw a 2-out walk. Nicky Lopez with Dozier at first is going to strike out on a splitter, so 5 strikeouts in the early going for Kevin Gausman. And now we'll head to the top of the third. Aroldis Chapman entering the game, trying to get some work out there. He has an early out and is going to get a strikeout looking on Biggio for a quick 2 outs in this top of the third. Kevin Kiermaier with 2 on and 2 away is going to hit one to right field, and that's going to bloop in. It's going to be an RBI single for Kevin Kiermaier, and that's going to make this game 6-0. So 2 outs and 2 on for Bo Bichette, who had a 2 RBI double earlier, and he's going to add to that great game that he's had so far with an RBI single. He'll make it 7-0. The base is loaded for Brandon Belt as the Blue Jays are up 8-0, and this is going to be drove to center field and dove on and missed by Jackie Bradley Jr. The defensive center fielder is unable to come up with it, and it's going to end up being a bases clearing 3 RBI double for Brandon Belt, making it 11-0. Matt Chapman and an 0-1 count, hits one on the ground, and that's going to get through. Olivares is going to pick it up. He'll come up throwing to the plate. The throw is offline. It is still going to be in time, though. A great diving tag from MJ Melendez is going to get Belt at home plate and get us finally out of the top of the third inning. What a play by Melendez. To the top of the 8th we go, down 14-0. And Gausman, he is still dealing on the mound, has something special brewing, and is now 2 away in the 8th inning. It's going to be weak contact to the right side, caught by Espinal. And all of a sudden, we are down to our last 3 outs, and Gausman is 3 outs away from completing a no-hitter. Make it 2 outs away. He's going to strike out Nate Eaton looking with the fastball away. With 1 away, it's Jackie Bradley Jr., and he's going to go down looking on a fastball away as well. For out number 2, Gausman just 1 out away. Matt Duffy on pitch 110 is going to hit one down the third base line. It is hooking, and that's going to end up foul. So the Royals down to their last strike. A full count to Matt Duffy, and Duffy is going to pop it up on the infield, and it is going to be caught by Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And there it is, a no-hitter for Kevin Gausman. He strikes out 13, he walks 2, so it is no perfect game. But that is the second no-hitter in Blue Jays history. A great game pitched by Kevin Gausman. So not only did we end up getting no hits, but our pitching staff got destroyed in this one. I mean, Brady Singer couldn't even get out of the first inning. Rollis Chapman was terrible, and we lose 14-0 and get no hit. So Edmundo Vasquez, let's talk about him. He is our only top 50 prospect. We just did sign him at the start of the year. He can play third base, he can play first, he can play all the outfield spots. Not the fastest guy, so you probably don't want him in center field, but definitely the quarter outfield spots. He's got some good contact, has a lot of things that he needs to work on, but I want to see what he looks like at the Double-A level, making his first appearance in the minor leagues. He's batting 6th in the lineup on opening day for the Double-A team, the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, and he's just going to hit this one to left field to fly out in his first professional at-bat. In the top of the 6th, how about a chance in the field for Vasquez? He's going to pick it up and nearly make a mistake throwing it to second. He is still able to recover and get the out at first. One last at bat in the bottom of the 9th. He'll hit one to right center field, and it's going to end up getting caught. So he is the last out of the game, and we could check in on him more later. I just wanted to see what he looked like on the field and actually what his stance and everything looked like. For now, we have some more scouting and stuff to do, and actually have some roster moves to make. So the bullpen has been decimated as of late, so we're going to be sending Alec Mills down, who has had to pitch a lot lately, and we'll call up Jackson Kowar. And he was terrible the last couple of years for the Royals, but maybe he could be better this year. Somebody I am considering calling up soon is Barton Ruth, but he's only played in 5 games at the Triple-A level. I like a lot of his hitting ratings, and I think he could help us out. I mean, we did just get no hit. On to the second round of scouting. We have looked at 31 prospects, international starting pitching prospects that is, and we have also discovered only 1 outfield prospect. That seems like kind of a waste to have a scout even trying to discover new players. How about Alonso Quintana? Well, that potential, it has gone down quite a bit, and I could see why he is projected to go more towards the end of the first round. We'll probably not look at him anymore, at least not right now. The new scouting we have set up is still on starting pitchers in the international region, but that is the third focus. The top focus we have is center fielders in the central region, and the second focus we have is on shortstop Robert Nakamura, who is out of Japan at 18 years old. Another high potential guy, possibly. He has great contact, it looks like, and the fielding and speed could also be amazing. I know we already have Bobby Witt Jr., but you can never have enough good fielding infielders in your minor league system, and I think Robert Nakamura could possibly be that. We are going to jump into the final game of the series against the Giants, actually looking to sweep them, already up 2-0 in this series. We turn to Brad Keller. He is 0-1, only went 2 1/3 in his first start. Hopefully his second start is a lot better than Brady Singer's was. And unfortunately, Keller is going to walk Estrada to lead off the bottom of the first inning. Jock Peterson with runners at the corners and nobody out is going to hit one to left field, and that's going to be an RBI single for Jock Peterson. And that'll put us down 1-0. Can a starting pitcher of ours have a clean first inning? Honestly, I don't know. Matt Duffy getting the ground ball, and it's going to end up being a double play as they go around the horn and at least get 2 outs in this bottom of the first. And down goes Jastrzemski looking at the slider for out number 3. So we only give up the run, but we are down 1-0. The lineup we are sending out there trying to get this sweep. We got Vinny Pasquantino, or better known now as the Pasquatch, in that 3 spot, hitting over 400. Salvador Perez in the top of the 4th is going to line one to center field, and it's going to get down. So we got a leadoff base hit from the captain, Salvador Perez. Pasquatch in a full count is going to hit one to right field, and that'll get down. So back-to-back singles, and maybe has us in business. Edward Olivares up with runners at first and second. He's going to hit one to left field, and this should get down at will. It's going to score at least 1. Is Vinny going to try and come around? No, he's going to stop at third. It'll be an RBI double from Edward Olivares, tying us up at 1. Matt Duffy with 2 away and runners at second and third is going to hit one to left center, and it's going to split the outfielders and get to the wall. It's going to be a 2 RBI double from Matt Duffy, giving us the lead here in the top of the 4th as the throw gets away. Duffy is just going to stay at second base with that double. Now, runner on first in the top of the 5th, and Bobby Witt Jr. doing a bit of hit and run, hits it to the right side. It gets through, and it's going to put runners at the corners with nobody out in this top of the 5th as we try to add to the lead. Olivares, who came through earlier with an RBI double, is going to come through again, this time with a slow roller to the right side. It's going to drive in 1, actually make that 2. And we got 2 RBI single from Edward Olivares as we take a 5-1 lead here in the top of the 5th. Franmil Reyes up with 2 on and 1 out. Hits one up the middle. It's going to get through. And this is going to end up being a 1-out RBI single from the Franmil, making it 6-1. And we would actually end up adding another run, making it 7-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Brad Keller still out there pitching, trying to get this win. He's going to walk Wilmer Flores, though, to lead off the inning. Not what you want to do, especially with a big lead. Michael Conforto lines one past Bobby Witt Jr., and it's going to split the outfielders, rolling all the way to the wall. And it's going to be a double for Michael Conforto. That runner from first is going to head around third. He's going to try and score, and the throw is not in time. It'll be an RBI double from Conforto, making it 7-2. Now runners at first and third. Still nobody out. The first out of the inning is going to be Estrada. He'll go down looking at the sinker for strike number 3. So 1 away. Brandon Crawford, 2 for 2 on the day up at the plate. And he's going to make this 3 for 3, crushing one to right center. It's going to get down, bouncing up to the wall. Eaton's going to pick it up, and he's going to fire into the cutoff man. This is going to be a 2 RBI double from Crawford. And the Giants are inching back, making it 7-4. Yastrzemski, he's also going to send one to right center, and that's going to be another double, maybe even a triple if we don't get to this ball quick enough. And it's going to be another 2 RBI double for the Giants, and we are only up 1 run. We were just up 7-1. Now it's 7-6. Amir Garrett is going to enter the game. He has been our best relief pitcher so far this year. Hopefully he can keep on pitching well and help us get this win and get us out of this jam. Lamont Wade, though, is going to single to right field. Eaton's going to pick it up. He'll throw to the plate. The throw is not going to be in time, and we are all tied up at 7, still in the bottom of the 5th inning. Wilmer Flores with that runner on first, crushes one to left center field. It's going to be carrying back near the wall. Jackie Bradley Jr. at the wall, and he's going to watch it go. A 2-run homer for Wilmer Flores, and we have officially blown the lead and are now down 9-7. Still in the bottom of the 5th inning. Amir Garrett is going to give up back-to-back jacks. Michael Conforto is going to go splash down, sending this one out of here. And the Giants have taken a 10-7 lead. This has just been a ridiculous rally that they've been going on. Can we end the rally? Joey Bart, the 9-hitter up, he is going to strike out, and we are finally going to get out of that 5th inning. But we are now down 10-7, and we're going to jump to the top of the 9th. Bobby Witt Jr. is going to start the top of the 9th with a leadoff walk. We need a couple of runs, so Salvador Perez in a full count. He's going to ground one off of Rogers' foot, and everybody's going to end up being safe. It's going to be an infield single, and now we have the tying run up at the plate. Vinny Pasquantino is going to chase a slider way out of the zone. Trying to do too much. He'll strike out. Edward Oliveras up at the plate as the tying run. He's been clutch today. Can he come through again? He's going to send one to right field. It is carrying, and it's going to end up being caught near the warning track. Witt is able to advance to third, but we are now down to our last out. Franmil Reyes in a 1-1 count. He's going to hit one, and it's going to get through. It'll be an RBI single for Franmil Reyes, making it 10-8 here in the top of the 9th with 2 away, and keeping hope alive. We're going to go to a pinch hitter, MJ Melendez, coming off the bench to try and come through. He's in a 1-2 count as the winning run at the plate, but he's going to strike out on a fastball that nearly hits him, and we are going to lose this one 10-8 for the Giants. We had a chance to sweep the Giants, and things were looking great up until the bottom of the 5th inning, where the Giants decided they were just going to mash Brad Keller and score 6 off of him in that inning alone, and Amir Garrett couldn't get the last out until it was too late. I mean, the offense, they put up 8 runs on 13 hits. That's going to win you a lot of games, but not when the pitching staff implodes like it did in this game. So we're going to end today's episode sitting at 5-5. In the next episode, we're going to finish off the month of April and likely get through a good chunk of May as we try to speed things up and maybe focus more on scouting. Thanks for watching this one. I will see you in the next one.